Happy birthday, Payday 2. 10 long years is not an easy feat. And to celebrate, I'm going to do a tier list video about all the heists in Payday 2. Here we go. And mind you, I'm just going to place them in the order that they're presented. I'll leave a link to this tier list in the description. But the way I place them is not indicative of I think this heist is better than this heist. I just feel this way about the heists in general. And there is a lot to go through, and I don't want to have this be an hour-long video. So Aftershock, it's okay. There's a lot of flaws with it. It's waiting around for drills and waiting around for C4. It's not the best, but it's okay. Alaskan Deal, also okay. I might move it up to good, but as it sits right now, pretty good. Nice cover. It's not terrible. You do kind of get swamped with enemies at the end, but it's good. It's a good heist. Alesso, it's good. Alesso's a good heist. It's a very unique mechanic. Loud is a bit painful. Stealth is also a bit painful. You basically never kill the cam guy 2 out of 3 times. Or ever, really. The unmasking mechanic is cool. There's a lot of half-baked-ish ideas in Alesso, but overall it's a good heist. Art Gallery, also good. Also a good heist. Art Gallery is a good heist. It's solid. The pre-planning really added a lot more depth to it, especially with the truck to get up to the roof. It's good. It's a good heist. Bank Heist is also good. Now, admittedly, Bank Heist was like a fifth of all heists that Payday 2 launched with, but it's a solid heist. Stealth is very boring, but Loud is pretty good. So Bank Heist goes there. Beneath the Mountain. Beneath the Mountain is okay. It's an okay heist. The beginning of it is really good, but the inner portions of it, where you're trying to open the vaults and the escape with the helicopter, if you try to go for extra loot, it's basically impossible because of all the snipers and there's no cover. It's very open. It's okay. It brings it down in my opinion. Big Bank. Big Bank is great. It might even be top tier. Big Bank has a lot of things going for it. Loud is very fun. Thermite or the Beast, take your pick. Stealth is very fun. It's a little bit boring with the waiting around in the manager's office, so you just have 4 guys in clown masks waiting around some guy's office. But it's pretty good. The default escape and the C4 escape are terrible. The elevator trick and the bus are where it's at. Other than that, Big Bank is great. It's a great heist. Big Oil. Big Oil is okay. It might even be good, but as it sits, it's okay. The first day is fun, where you go around and kill all the bikers in their warehouse, in their clubhouse. But as it sits right now, it's okay. The stealth on the second day is also okay. It's cramped. It's not very fun. And on Death Sentence, basically impossible to do unless you get plane keys on the first day, and that's dependent on RNG, so it's okay. Biker Heist is not good. I would say it's awful, but there's a few redeeming qualities to it, at least with the setup, and the train on day 2 is kind of fun. Other than that, no cover, you're swamped with enemies all the time, the objectives aren't fun, the guy's always screaming, and you always get stuck in the tunnel on the motorcycle. Not good. Not good at all. Birth of Sky. Birth of Sky is a great setup as a heist, and the running around on the plane is great. But then once you get to the ground, you get shot out of the air before you even land, and as soon as you start getting pallets, it's just worse from there, because then there's snipers, then there's turrets, and it's just not very good. Not very good, but it's okay. So we're going to put Birth of Sky in okay. Black Cat. Black Cat is great. It's great and loud. It's great in stealth. It sort of circumnavigates the being swamped thing, because there's so many sort of ways to get around through the boat. It's a great heist. It's a great heist. Boiling Point. Boiling Point is good. I'd say Boiling Point is pretty good. There's things that bring it down from a great heist, because they're like waiting around and having the cops disconnect the power each time. And the run at the end is pretty bad, but it's not as bad as these when it comes to getting swamped. I mean, you do get swamped, but I'd say Boiling Point just has, at least to me, has a few more redeeming factors, like the EMP And like, oh, and here's the thing. If you bring Boiling Point back for Payday 3, why not have the EMP actually turn off red dots, like in Modern Warfare 2, when the EMP went off there? That'd be fun. Like, actually have it be a timer and not just objective-based. That'd be pretty cool. Border Crossing is awful. Border Crossing is just not a fun heist. And I hate to say it, I really do, but Border Crossing is just not very good. You can tell that when they made it, they were out of money. It's an asset flippy heist. It's a remix of... It's a horrible remix of Day 1 of Big Oil, Shadow Raid, and with a bit of Day 1 of Firestarter and Election Day, or in Day 2 of Election Day mixed in there. It's just not very good. But, with that all being said, it's not as terrible as Border Crystals. So, Border Crystals is genuinely awful. We're moving Border Crossing up just because Border Crystals exists. No cover, swamped with enemies all the time. You have to break open the trucks for the chemicals. It's not good. It's awful. It's just an awful heist. And you have to do it for death sentence. And it sucks. And I hate it. Breakfast in Tijuana. Breakfast in Tijuana is good. I'd say Breakfast in Tijuana is a good heist. It's good. The stealth is fun. Loud is... You kind of get swamped on the ground floor. But... Breakfast in Tijuana is pretty good. I play most of my high stealth, so I never really run into a lot of problems that the bots can't handle, but it's pretty good. Breaking Feds, on the other hand, is not good. I wouldn't call it awful, because I do think Border Crystals is genuinely awful, but Breaking Feds is not good either. It's not a good heist. It's very annoying stealth, very cramped corners, and there's not a lot you can do about it, so... Breaking Feds is not good. Brooklyn 1010. Brooklyn 1010... is okay. I think Brooklyn 1010 is okay because you do suffer from being swamped with enemies a lot of the time, and that's not fun. But helping Sharon out is the highlight of the heist when shooting the mobsters through the windows. R.I.P. Lance Reddick. But Brooklyn 1010 is okay. Brooklyn Bank is good. It's a good heist, it's solid, it might even be great, but there's RNG things that bring it down, like the van spawn, and the way you breach the vault, whether it's the drill or the thermite. So, Brooklyn Bank is good. Bullock's Mansion, also good. I love Deadeye as a track. It's fairly fun in stealth. In Lao, you're really swamped with enemies a lot of the time, but it's not terrible. It's pretty good. So we'll leave it at that. Car Shop. Car Shop is a good heist. Car Shop is a good heist. There's things that are annoying about it, like the windows being broken that set off the alarm no matter what. The guard on the stairwell so you can actually go up the stairs. That's not good, but the whole setup and the premise of stealing cars, and you gotta do it in this amount of time or blowing up the road to get them out through the tunnels, that's fun. When it actually goes right, Car Shop is fun, so I'd say it's good. It's a good heist. Cook-Off is also good. It's an infinite bag heist, and I'm sorry, infinite bag heists just bore me because it's the same thing over and over again, but Cook-Off is good. Cook-Off is good. It's the best infinite bag heist because it's not terrible to get the chemicals, and it's pretty fun to hold out because it's not terrible. It's not soul-crushing like the other ones, but it's good. It's good. Counterfeit, also good, but it's not the best infinite bag heist. Counterfeit is a good heist when you don't do infinite bag, but it's not the best. You know, it might even be okay, but it's not the best. But because they're always turning off the power or the water, and it's not very fun. And it's not very fun on infinite bag either because you're just swamped with enemies all in the outside area by the pool. And then there's SWAT turrets and there's snipers, so it's not very good. I might feel better about it later, but let's move Counterfeit, or move Counterfeit down here to okay. We might move it back up to good later on. We'll see. Cursed Kill Room. Cursed Kill Room is... It's okay. I think Cursed Kill Room is okay. It's not the best, but I think it is okay. You get swamped with enemies a lot of the time, and it's fairly... Fairly difficult, even on Death Wish. You're just swamped with enemies all the time, and it's almost an infinite bag heist, but you're always set with that timer. The masks are okay. So, Cursed Kill Room is okay. Diamond Heist is great. Diamond Heist is great. You cannot tell me otherwise. The tracks that came with it in Payday the Heist and Payday 2 are great. The stealthing around is pretty good. It's a pretty good stealth heist. A few things that bring it down are in Loud, you're securing the diamonds with a zip line and are very exposed. I think that's a step back from Payday the Heist, but as it is, I'd say Diamond Heist is great. Diamond Store is good. It's a fun little smash and grab small heist. It's good for XP. You can get it done very quickly. It's good. It's good. The Diamond is great. I might even put it in top tier. I'm going to have to evaluate these great ones to see if they're in top tier, but the Diamond is a great heist. There's not a lot of waiting around. There's time locks, but there's a lot of extra loot you can secure, and you might as well secure it because you get more XP for it. So, I'd say the Diamond Heist is great. It's a very good heist. The puzzle at the end can be annoying sometimes with RNG, but it's a great heist. It's a great heist, and the Breach remix is very good too. So, Bomb Dockyard. Bomb Dockyard it's okay. I think the Bomb Dockyard is okay as a stealth heist. I'd say it's almost good. I might put it in good later on. We'll need to re-examine that, but there's a lot of waiting around, and there's a lot of movement, and you can move fairly easily through it. It's just so much waiting, and there's so much extra loot that you might as well not bother to get. And not to mention, then there's just so much extra loot, and there's a meth lab on the boats. It's just so much. It feels like they crammed a lot into Bomb Dockyard just to really have it just end up being Bomb Dockyard. So I'd say it's okay. It might be good later on, but we'll take a look. Dragon Heist is good. I'd say Dragon Heist is good. In Loud, you kind of get swamped down at the bottom, and in Stealth, everything in Stealth is great until you get to about the warehouse where you actually get the dragon statue. Then it's kind of annoying and bullshit. But other than that, I think it's all right. I think it's pretty good. Election Day. Election Day is good. Election Day is a pretty good heist. It's a fun little thing where you tag the truck and then you follow it and then you rig the voting machines. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. The alternate Day 2 breaking ballot is... it's not good, though. I would say it's not good. The setup for it, the stealth is just waiting... The stealth, quote-unquote, is just waiting around, and then you're doing a Loud heist, and you're just swamped with enemies, and you're always getting shot. It's not fun. So I definitely would just put it at good. I wouldn't call it great, I'd call it good. Firestarter. Firestarter is... I'd say Firestarter is good. I'd say it's good also. Day 1 is fun when you can do it quickly, and you can also technically stealth it. I've done that once, but it's good. Day 2 is good for stealth. It's not terrible and Loud either. You don't get swamped because they mostly hang out in the street. And Day 3 is just bank again, so it's good. First World Bank. Okay. First World Bank is top tier. In Loud, if you got the vault on the left side of the bank, where it was in Payday the Heist, it's great. On the right, it's a bit iffy because you're always being shot by snipers, and getting overwhelmed. But on the left side where it was meant to be, it's great. The stealth is great. The looting is great. The one things that really drag it down are bag management. The bag management's very annoying, and especially on Overdrill when there's over 100. But First World Bank, top tier heist. And from First World Bank, Bomb Force is awful. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. It is diesel engine jank, and no matter how many pre-planning assets they throw at you, there's nothing you can do to make Bomb Force fun. Because it's always waiting on the water. It's the cops disrupted the water. It's getting shot by snipers. It's getting shot by normal cops. It's never beating this on death sentence because it's bullshit. It's not good. It's not good. It's awful. And it's gonna stay there. 4 stores, it's okay. 4 stores is okay. It's not good. Well, it's not good. It's a double negative there. So it's okay. It's an okay heist. There's a lot of waiting around. In Loud, it's a bit better because at least you have something to do, and the cops don't tend to swarm you. They tend to hang out on the street more than they do sort of come in. But when they do come in, you can get swarmed. But I'd say it's okay. It's not terribly offensive like these ones are. Framing frame is good. I really like framing frame. You know what? I might even move it up into great. I might move the might move these up into great, but framing frame as it is, it's good. Day 2 is kind of a big nothing burger because you just sell the paintings and get cash, and it's kind of a waste of time. If it was a 2-day heist like Election Day, people would speedrun framing frame because you get a 25% bonus, where in Election Day you only get a 20. I don't know, it's just something I noticed. Go Bank, it's okay. It's okay. It's a fun little crossover with CSGO, but it's not very good. It's basically impossible to sell solo if you get terrible RNG. It's very RNG dependent, and in Loud it's not good either, because you're always getting swarmed with cops, the windows are broken, there's a SWAT turret, there's snipers in the back shooting you all the time. It's not good, but it does have some redeeming factors, like the stealth is unique and fun. It's fun when you got people who actually know how to do it. It's not fun when those people then trip the lasers because they've never actually seen the inside of a vault before. But with that said, I'd say it's okay. Goat Simulator, it's awful. It's awful. I'd say it's probably the best of these. It's the best of these. But it is an awful heist. There's no cover on day 1. You have to get all the goats. You have to escape with the car. On day 2, it's pretty much the same thing, except now you have to wait for a drill at the end and get shot and have defeat stolen from you. Or have victory stolen from you. It's not fun. It's not good. It's awful. Golden Grin. Golden Grin is great. Golden Grin's a great heist. In Loud, it's pretty good. There's a few useless assets like turrets and the timer for the BFD, because the turrets you can't reload, and the BFD, why bother with a timer when you can just look at the floor and see how fast it's moving? But other than that, it's good. It's great. The stealth is very fun. The having that many bags to move around, it actually feels like the climax of a heist movie. But with all that being said, I'd say the things that really hold it back are the janky jumping around behind slot machines, and the regular Payday 2 janky stealth. Here's an idea. If you or if anyone you know is a Starbreeze dev, here's an idea for if you do Golden Grin Casino. Why not have a pre-planning asset that's a security guard disguise? Now, that you might think that's a bit too Hitman, but if you imagine it, like you go down into the locker room, you pick up a security guard disguise, and now you can go into the pit boss's private room. You can go into other places. I don't know. It's just a thought I have, and it's not to say that disguises haven't been used in Payday either. We disguised ourselves as Doctors in No Mercy. We disguised ourselves as Murkies in White House. If you can do it in Heat, I'd say you can do it in Payday. But that's just my 2 cents. Green Bridge, it's okay. It's okay. You get swarmed a lot, and on Death Sentence, it's a pain. But on lower difficulties, it's not terrible. It's okay. It's an okay heist. Adding the SWAT turrets at the end would make it not good, but seeing as that you can pretty much just avoid them by just moving around, and the cops sort of linger there right before they start shooting you, I'd say it's okay. It's an okay. It was definitely better in the first game, but it's okay in this one. Heat Street. Heat Street is... I'd say Heat Street's great. It's, in some ways it's easier and harder than the first game. Like, the first section is easier, and even on Death Sentence, it's not terrible because you still have all the cover in the construction yard. You can still shoot fairly well. There's nice cover with cars, and you're not getting shot from every which direction most of the time. It's a great heist. I'd say Heat Street's great. The ending holdout's fairly well put together too. It's great. Hell's Island. Hell's Island is good. You know what? It might be okay because you know what? No, I'll put Hell's Island in good just because of the lore implications of that it all has of rescuing Bang and Kento being dead. But I'd say Hell's Island is good. I wouldn't call it great. In fact, it's if we rank these accurately, it'd be at the bottom of good where it is right now. But as it is, I think it's good. It's not terrible. The opening of it is very bad. But as the whole concept of it, of the prison and rescuing Bane, I'd say that puts it in good. Henry's Rock. Henry's Rock is also good. I'd say it's better than Beneath the Mountain, but it's not by a long shot. The end, I'd say the beginning of it's a lot better than the sort of middle ending part of it. It does sort of drag on and get swarmed with cops by the end, especially with the turrets. But with that being said, I think it's a good heist. Hotline Miami. Hotline Miami, I think, is great. I think it's a great heist. It's a fun little 2-day thing. You don't get swarmed a lot because the cops tend to sort of hang out in the parking lot. There's a lot of fun extra loot. Getting the snipers are very annoying, and you can sort of get gangbanged in a single room if you stay there for a bit too long, or really go outside if you're on death sentence. But I'd say it's a great heist otherwise. And day 2 is fun, where you rush up to get the coke. You do get swarmed a bit on day 2, but I'd say it's fun as it is. So yeah, Hotline Miami is a great heist. Hoxton Breakout, also a great heist. Hoxton Breakout is a very good heist. The Gauntlet is a great track. Day 2 is fun too. Day 2 is just fun. It's a fun heist. There's a bit of swarming where there's just so many cops when you're dealing in the hallways if you're trying to move out, but it handles itself fairly well. So yeah, I'd say Hoxton Breakout is great. Hoxton's Revenge. Hoxton's Revenge is good. Hoxton's Revenge is good. I wouldn't call it the best stealth heist. It's kind of annoying in the same way that that Breakfast in Tijuana is, where it's just very cramped. And like Day 2 of Firestar, it's just very cramped stealth. Killing Hector is fun. The getting the evidence is, well, at least the hearing the tapes is pretty fun. It's a shame that they don't really have any more use other than just bean tapes to listen to. But it's all right. I'd say it's all right. Jewelry Store. Jewelry Store is the definition of okay. It is an okay little heist where it's meant to be like a smash and grab jewelry store. You throw in the you smash the display cases, you grab the bags, you throw them in the back, and then you leave. And then Titan safes were invented, and you had to stay there, and you had to drill the safe, and that was not fun. And even in stealth, it's just a lot of waiting. And I understand exactly why, as Payday 2 has gone on and Payday 3 has come out, that they've really moved away from drills. Because drills, if they're not used right, really make things boring. They're used great in First World Bank because there's things to do, at least. There's shooting to do, you feel like you're holding back the cops. It's fun. It doesn't feel like you're just sitting there waiting for it to go, like in stealth or like in other heists where it's an egregious amount of time that you gotta wait for. In First World Bank, it's fairly quick, I think. It's like 5 minutes, I think, on First World Bank. It might be a bit longer, maybe 6. But it's a fairly quick drill, all things considered, with First World Bank. Lab Rats. Lab Rats is awful. Actually, no, it's awful. I don't like Lab Rats. Lab Rats is no cover. You're getting shot everywhere. It's hard to cook. It's a very fun concept, and Don't Act Dumb is a great track, but Lab Rats is just, it's not good. It's very not good. And on high difficulties trying to get it, it's terrible. It's just awful. But Don't Act Dumb is a saving grace. So if I did rank these, you know, the best of the worst, Goat Sim and Lab Rats would be at the top. Mall Crasher. Mall Crasher is okay. Mall Crasher's okay. It's a fun little heist where you shoot up a mall and then you wait for a helicopter. The waiting is annoying if you do it in stealth, because this is also technically stealthable. It's okay. It's an okay little heist. You can get 4 extra bags of loot, which I think it's annoying that you have to carry them out on your back, and the devs didn't think that, oh, maybe they actually want to secure the bags instead of just walk out with them on their back. They don't even tell you that when you start the game, that you can actually carry loot out with you if you have it on your back, but it's good. It's okay. It's okay. Meltdown is not good. On lower difficulties, it's fine-ish. I might move Lab Rats up, but on high difficulties, it's just not fun because you're getting swarmed by cops. There are snipers everywhere. It's not very good. In fact, let's just move it. Let's keep you in awful. It's not a very good heist. We might move Meltdown back up to not good, but for now, let's keep it in awful. Murky Station. Murky Station is... it's good. I'd say Murky Station is good. It's a fun little quick heist you can do in less than 10 minutes. It's fun. The payout's decent. It's a fun little heist. I'd say it's probably better than Hoxton's Revenge and maybe a few others of these, but I'd say it's pretty good. I wouldn't call it great, though. I'd call it good. Nightclub. Nightclub is not good. It's cramped and loud. In stealth, it's waiting way too long. It's not good. It's just a lot of waiting. I don't know why they want so many drills in Payday 2 when they first started, but it's not good. It's not good. The setup's okay, but it's just not good. No Mercy. No Mercy is great. No Mercy is a great heist. It's a fun little, if you pull off the beginning portion, it's really fun, but even if you don't, it's alright. I've been harsh on other heists for being swarmed with cops, but in No Mercy, it's a bit better because there's at least more places to sort of hide and hang out, and if you run a sniper build on No Mercy, it deals with itself. So I'd say it's great. It's a great heist, and Code Silver is a great track, including the remix. Panic Room. Panic Room is good. Panic Room is good. I might move it up to great and move the rest up too, but Panic Room it's good. You get swamped with cops on the roof, so the C4 objective's fairly annoying, along with getting Bile out with the vault and setting him up. But other than that, I'd say it's a good heist. It's a solid heist. Prison Nightmare. Prison Nightmare is good. Death Row is a good track. The idea is good. It's like an infinite bag heist, but there's more, I guess, sort of running around. It can get fairly annoying with the snipers and the bad rolls that you can get, but I'd say it's good. I'd say Prison Nightmare is a good heist. Rats is good. Rats is a good heist. All these 3-day heists, there's no real, shiners. There's nothing really great. There's no great 3-day heists, but Rats is probably, I'd say it's almost my favorite 3-day. I think Framing Frame is my favorite 3-day heist, but Rats is good. Rats is a good one. Day 2's fun, and Day 3 is kind of a washout because you can basically kill them all and leave, but or wait for the money. I always wait. I don't know why, but it is what it is. Reservoir Dogs. Reservoir Dogs it's good. Reservoir Dogs is good. Day 2 is very annoying. Day 1 can get annoying. But other than that, it's a fun little crossover. The music's not bad either. So, it's good. It's a good little heist. Safe House Nightmare. Not good. Safe House Nightmare is not good. The music, I don't know what Simon was thinking, but it's not his best work. and the holdout with the headless dozers is not fun on high difficulties, and the payout is fairly bad. The witch Easter eggs are fun, but as it is, it's not good. It's just not good. It's not as bad as these. It's not good either. Safe house raid. Safe house raid, I'd say it's good. I might move it to okay, but as it is, it's fairly well done. It's nice. It's basically a holdout. It's a mini holdout. I'd say it's good. It's a solid little thing. The RNG can get iffy with it though. You don't really get swarmed a lot because they hang out. The cops hang out outside quite a bit. But I'd say safe house raid is good. San Martin Bank is also good. The Silk Road is good. It's overall good. I wouldn't say it's great. I'd say it's good. I really like Deadeye, but Bullock's Mansion is just, well, you know how it is. San Martin Bank, on the other hand, in stealth, it's fairly fun, but the fact that I have to sit there and wait for, like, a drill at the side with the gate, it just takes it down for me, so it's good. It's good. And in loud, it's not that all that cracked up either. So, as it is, it's good. Santa's Workshop. Santa's Workshop is okay. Santa's Workshop is okay as an infinite bag heist. It's not terribly offensive. It can get that way sometimes when it comes to snipers and being swarmed with cops. But, and mind you, my experience is just playing with bots. So, I'd say it's okay. I'd say it's an okay heist. Okay infinite bag heist. You can make quite a bit in just one go before the escape shows. So, I'd say we leave it at that. Scarface Mansion. Scarface Mansion is great. It's a great heist. Break the Rules is a great track. It's a fun little kill everyone outside, and then you have to actually deal with pagers once you're inside. It's very fun. I like the heist a lot. R.I.P. Scarface. I never knew you. Shacklethorn. Shacklethorn is good. You know what? I'd say it's good. It's kind of cramped. The objectives are good. The lore implications are good. You know what? Shacklethorn is great. I really like Shacklethorn. Tricks of the Trade is pretty good as a track. The lore implications are there. It's pretty good. I might move things, probably going to move things around after, but I'd say as it is, Shacklethorn is, I'd say it's, would I say it's on par with No Mercy? I don't think I would. You know what? We'll keep it in good for now. It's a good heist. It's not a great heist. It's fun to do, and I have done it a lot more recently than I thought I would. I don't know. We'll take a look at it later. Shadow Raid. Oh. Shadow Raid is a top-tier heist, baby. The objective of just secure 12 bags of loot on death sentence difficulty is just fun. The helicopter spawn that you can block by standing on the helipad is fun. The samurai armor is such a great addition. The fact that the heist track escalates the more things you open, including the vault where it peaks, it's great. It's just great. It makes me wonder what a loud version of that would be, but I'll tell you, Meltdown ain't it. Meltdown ain't it. Slaughterhouse. Slaughterhouse is good. Slaughterhouse is a good heist. You can get bogged down with the snipe. It really takes a hit with all the snipers at the end, or in the middle rather, when you're in the container yard. But as it is, it's good. I would call it good. You know, I might move it down to okay. You know what? Just as a re-examine, I think we'll move it down to okay. Would I call it on par with these? Yeah, I would. I probably would call it on par with Counterfeit. Stealing Xmas. Stealing Xmas is okay. Stealing Xmas is okay. It's not terrible with getting swarmed with cops. The roof can be a little annoying. But overall, it's a solid heist. It's a solid little heist. I probably would call it on par with these. Overall, it's okay. It's an okay little Christmas heist. Transport train heist, not good. It's not good. It's not good in stealth, specifically. It's not very fun because the NPCs can just see you for a mile away. You're in a clown mask, but as soon as you have a duffel bag on the ground or a dead body, they will see that from a mile away from a different solar system. It's not fun. But in loud, it's a tiny bit better. So I'd say okay. No, not good. I would still not call it not good. Transport heists, they're okay. The transport heists are okay. There's not a lot of cover on them on high difficulties, but I'd say they're okay. Ukrainian job is on par with jewelry store. It's just jewelry store. Ukrainian prisoner, I'd say Ukrainian prisoner is good. It's a good heist. There's some half-baked ideas in there, like, oh, what route are we gonna take? But in loud or in stealth, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Undercover is okay. That was a heist that was always swamped with cops, even in Payday the Heist, so there's nothing really they could have done about it. The snipers are very annoying, and the cops turning off the power all the time is also very annoying. So Undercover is but other than that, Undercover has a okay track, and the setup is cool. The torturing the guy, or I suppose it's optional, but you know, beating him up from time to time to make him talk more. That's fun. I'd say Undercover's okay. Watch Dogs also okay. It's not terrible. It's not good either. It's just a lot of waiting around. So Watch Dogs is okay. The White House is good. It's not a masterpiece, but in stealth it's okay because you're getting the boxes, and in loud it's not bad either. I can't say anything about the secret because I've never personally done it. I'd like to, but I've never gotten around to it. But it's good. It's a good heist. I probably would call it on par with Reservoir Dogs. White Xmas. White Xmas is... it's okay. It's okay. I would call it on par with Stealing Xmas. The snipers can get annoying on that heist, but most part, it's pretty good. I'd call it okay. Yacht Heist. Yacht Heist is great. Yacht Heist is great. It's a lot better than Brooklyn 1010. It's very fun. It's a fun little stealth-only heist, and White Collar Crime is a fun track. Mountain Master. Mountain Master is good. We'll call it good for now. Let's see if I talk myself into calling it great. Mountain Master is good. The beginning part is pretty good with the parking lot and the zip lining up to the top floor. And then the assassinating Yufu Wang is kind of annoying because there's security up there and you can't fling a body over the side. You have to keep the bodies up there. So that's annoying. And in loud, you can get kind of swamped in some areas, but other than that, I'd say it's pretty good. We'll call it good. Midland Ranch. Midland Ranch is great. It is a great heist. It's a great stealth heist. There's a lot of detail in it, a lot of care. It's a great heist, and it's not bad in loud either. It's a little annoying in loud, but I'd say golf carts in loud are its redeeming quality. But yeah, we'll leave it at that. It's a great heist. Lost in Transit. Lost in Transit is good. I don't think it's as good as Midland. It's great like Midland Ranch, but it's pretty good. It can get kind of boring. It can get kind of boring in stealth, but at least to me. But in loud, it's it's good. It's not terrible. It's not. I'd say it's definitely a step up from all these, but it's not the best. So call that there, and I have to scroll down my screen to get the last two heists in frame. So Hostile Takeover. Hostile Takeover is great. It's a great heist that you can approach and get it done very quickly if you have a team of coordinated heisters, but as it is, even if you do it solo, it's a great heist. It's definitely on par with Midland Ranch. I'd say Hostile Takeover in Loud is a bit better, but then the turret at the end does take it down a peg. So I would call these on par with each other in Loud. And then Crude Awakening. Crude Awakening is great. It's a fun stealth heist. I've not done it properly in Loud, but as it is, it's a great stealth heist, and I think it's a pretty ambitious heist overall. It's a fun little send-off for Payday 2. I'd say it's great. Now, am I happy with this list? We'll give it a once-over, and then we'll wrap up. Is Meltdown just not good? You know what? It's not good. I think it's not as bad as these when it comes to just being obliterated. So I'd say it's not good. It's probably on par with Biker Heist, I'd say. In Transport Train Heist, I'd say it's in stealth. It's not good, but Loud is almost redeeming. We'll get back to you. White Xmas. Okay. Yeah. I think these are all pretty well. Yeah, I'd say I'm fairly happy with these. Lost in Transit. Yeah. Yeah, I'd say... what I call Safe House Raid good? I might knock Safe House Raid down a peg. Because is it as good as Rats? It's not egregious like these. I think we'll leave Safe House Raid. Yeah, I think we'll leave Safe House Raid there. Henry, we'll leave that there. Yeah, all these are pretty solid heists. Now, top tier heists. I'd say Big Bank is top tier. I'd also say the Diamond is. I think No Mercy's great. I think Midland Ranch and Hostile are also great. Golden Grin has a lot of things holding it back, so I think that stays. Scarface Mansion. That's tough. I think Hoxton Breakout's Day 2 brings it down a peg. Well, that in Day 1. The real fun of Hoxton Breakout was in the trailer, but I'd say we call that there. Scarface Mansion. There's things about Scarface Mansion that annoy me, like the guard placement at the end. But, I think we'll put Scarface Mansion at top tier. I think that's how we'll do it. Scarface Mansion at top tier with these heists. And looking at it, do I think that that's it? I think that's it. I think that's a pretty good representation about how I feel about all the heists in Payday 2. We'll leave it at that. Let me know if you agree or disagree with my choices in the comments section. Please leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more Payday videos. happy birthday, Payday 2. I'm gonna go. See you guys.